I think at the very least it'll be interesting.
I'd like to drop shot the mayor.
Okay. If you want to, you can go ahead and try that.
Marcus, no.
But we can start getting into your downtime if you'd like.
Yes.
Gotcha. Then, where do we find Bane? To start off with.
I think he's probably just getting a drink at the Crow and Owl before he probably, he wants to stop and get refreshed and then make his trip over to Hinter
Gotcha.
for the mongoose. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Then you can certainly get some drinks, become refreshed, have a nice time.
By refresh, he would go over to like the Priam gas mask.
Mm-hmm. Then,
Okay.
as you're done drinking, you head to the location of kind of the mask, and as you kind of like put it on, the healing vapors would begin to flow into you.
That's some good stuff.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Hello?
You hear the voice kind of coming from the tube that the vapors are coming from. Look, I don't mean to be a bother, but, you're with the Zoko family, right?
I am.
Could, look, I need to get out of here. The longer I stay here, the worse the situation is going to become for not only all of you, but for the rings itself.
Am I guessing you're... Man, you're someone strong.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah, there's a lot of strong people. And right now, I was keeping some very strong people away. I don't think they're away anymore.
How... What was it, like a timeline or something?
Sorry, what?
Like just an amount of time? How could you know that?
Because I was fighting people. I was keeping them away. I mean, I suppose you could put my activities on a timeline. But look, if the situation remains what it is, things will deteriorate quickly.
How long have you been down there?
People don't really tell me time, and when they do, sometimes it's wrong. I have to guess. Been in this vault for 40, 50 days.
That long?
I have a wife. She was, a few weeks pregnant when I was taken. I got to get out of here. If not, not, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah. But you understand what happens to us then.
I don't. What do you think would happen?
Probably would come down on the family.
You're loyal to the family, aren't you?
Yeah.
You demand absolute loyalty from those in your family. But what about loyalty to your community? The community that shelters you? The shopkeepers and the families that live around you all the time? Should they have to live in fear because of this decision? Are you loyal to your community? Or are you betraying it?
It's a nice view how you bring it up. Community instead of the view of the government.
No matter what you might think of the Twin Empresses, surely you at least have some love for the people around you, right?
Yeah. I don't think anyone else would help me. I'd be dead on the spot if I tried.
I'd help you. I would help you. Even if I wasn't here, if I just met you on the street, I would help you. However I could.
I believe that too.
I'm a seraph.
Fuck.
I can make sure that at the very least you have a life with dignity where you can grow and evolve and change. I don't know your story, but I'd like to. And I'd like to help you. But you have to help me.
I'll see what I can do, but I can't make any promises.
What's your name?
I'd rather not say. I have a feeling I talked too much already.
Names are important. And I think right now you're being confronted with something. I think that you believe that you're not a bad person. And I don't think you are. You probably got dealt a bad hand. Maybe you joined this group with noble intentions, protecting a family, seeking justice, gaining respect, money to pull yourself out of poverty.
I wanted to help people.
Then look at where you are now. Have you betrayed your original self and your initial dreams? The reason I came here is because hundreds of people were affected by terrible attacks. I was captured when I saw the throat of a town's guard getting ripped open by some of your people. What would the you that joined the Zoko family say to the you now? Would they be proud?
I don't agree with those civilians dying, but in the life I do live, I could care less for the town guard.
Why are the town's guards so different? If they were doing nothing wrong.
I know what they signed up for. The chance of that happening. Just like us doing crime.
Is it still not a tragedy? Yes, they understood that consequences may come. But why be so callous? And for you, why be so callous? With your own people dying, getting captured, injured, worse. Sure, you can sign up. That doesn't make it any more right. That terrible thing to happen.
Fuck. Name's Bane.
Priam. Look, just think about it, Bane. Just think about it. And I promise you there will come up. And at this point, the gas is cut, stopping. And whatever opening allowed you to talk is shut. Cut. Just like that.
Talk too much, Bane. Thing. Bane would just put a hand on Dart and start to walk out.
Okay. Then you can do so.
Bane would probably stop to get another little drink.
Okay.
And for travel to Hinter, yeah, that's the map I want to look at. Is it usually like a boat ride to get across, or could like I theoretically like get my own cart to take around?
You could get your own cart. It's swampland near Hinter, so you'd have to eventually disembark. Most take a boat through the bayou, but it's up to you.
Nah, because I'd rather not leave my cart out and about. Chance to bring more stuff back, though, kind of. I will pay the boat fee.
Gotcha. No problem then. You go ahead and pay the fee. You grab hold of the boat.
Okay, how much would that cost me?
A supply.
Oh, a supply?
Mm-hmm.
Is it gonna cost me a supply back?
No.
Okay. Okay. I would like to get a map of Hinter while I'm here, if that doesn't cost me a supply. If I could just pay money for that.
You could just pay money for that, sure.
Cool, please.
That
15?
it'd be 3 talents.
3. Okay.
You go ahead, take the boat, eventually make your way over to the town of Hinter on the other side of the lake.
Mm-hmm. How's is this? Oh, is it like a swampy town? Or how does it look? Sorry.
Hinter is built on the edge of a swamp, with the surrounding landscape reflecting that. The inhabitants here are simple folk, not dealing in anything great, gold, silver, jewels, industry, or the like. This is a far more quiet area. place to go and, for many, find a degree of peace, relaxation, away from all the hustle and bustle. Especially in
Mm,
Mechlin, Hinter is unique. The people simply fish. Occasionally they travel west to the ore mines. And, yep, there is actually some jewelry here, but again, very simple way of life. Away from many prying eyes. And for that reason, there's a lot of black market operations happening here, particularly black market weapon shops.
okay.
But at the moment, you don't know where any of those are located. You just see the quiet, sleepy, not facade, but face that Hinter has. You still are unawares of the darker, more lawless face that this town also possesses.
Okay. Could I start making my way to the Golden Mongoose then?
You could, absolutely. Heading to the Golden Mongoose. It sits in a small, unassuming alley. Going up to it and inside, it honestly appears kind of like a bar as you first go in, with waiters and waitresses bustling around a small 6 or 7 table common room. There is also a whole wall that has a few potions and elixirs and things just in the back, and a gnomish man who's sitting on a stool in front of these potions that occasionally deals with customers going in and out. Nothing that seems too fancy.
Mhm. Um, I'd walk up to the gnomish man's behind the counter,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yeah, I'd walk up that way.
Ah, hello, sir. How can I help you?
Hi there. Those are indeed some nice potions.
Hmm. You come looking for
Um,
potions?
yeah. I also make a little myself, and I'll pull out my invitation.
Oh, here, sir. Right this way. He's waiting for you.
hmm
The
Oh,
gnome
okay.
hops off the counter, and he'll begin to lead you into the back, up a staircase to the second floor. Will you follow him?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Then, as you go ahead and follow him, weaving through this place, eventually, you come to a door, and the gnome will knock. Investors here. Please, send them in. The gnome opened the door. Right this way, sir. As he opens the door, ahead of you, you would go ahead and see a room that honestly is very barren, minimalist. The wood walls painted dark white. Inside this room, there is a singular circular table with a man sitting at the table. He has a box made of metal on one side of him, which is latched closed, 2 iron latches doing so. On his left side, he has a stack of papers that are multicolored and bright. As he's looking them over, it seems. But the man itself is strange. Long, graying hair, although he seems still on the younger side. But a kind of spider web of scars and stitches cover the face. The eyes that look at you, Bane, bright yellow. But otherwise, relatively unassuming dark suit. Please, come in. I had been expecting you.
Well, you already know mine. May I hear yours?
My name is Hermes. Hermes Darkflower.
Hmm. How are you on this There's a night or day right now.
Currently,
Uh,
it's exactly noon.
okay. How are you on this fine noon hour?
Always well. Have you come to discuss your investing in the racing of crocodiles here in Hinter?
Uh, Something like that, I think so.
Good, good. What are you looking for? Something with speed? Something with a little bit more bite? Something that will allow you to win favor with a crowd? What type of croc
Hmm.
is a man like you looking for?
Hmm. Oof. Hmm. Me and my people probably would look for something more with a bite.
A bite? Well, of course. And he will ruffle through his papers. Now, are you looking for purchase of a croc? Or are you looking for the training regimen so that you might make your own, raising them from an
Ooh.
egg so that in due time you could also step out onto the stage of racing, of course.
Had to start from the bottom to understand the full process.
Of course. Then I would recommend this. And he takes two papers from his stack, one yellow, one white, places them in front of you. On the papers, picture of a large crocodile with scars along its right side. This is the carriage man. Has some bite. We'll make sure that any crocs in the race don't come out unscathed. And he passes one paper to you, and as you look at it closely, it shimmers as a hidden code becomes revealed to you. The carriage man is a poison that can be made as part of your poisoner power. When a creature ingests the carriage man, all damage that creature takes gains sheer 1 against the target. The target also does not regain stamina points after a quick rest after they have consumed the carriage man. If applied to a weapon, the carriage man grants the weapon sheer 1 if the target has the poison condition.
Ooh.
The effects last for 8 hours.
Damn, this is some real poison. Do not say that out loud. Okay. This is indeed a very nice crocodile.
From my understanding, you are being funded for the purchase of one crocodile from a mutual friend in Eberau.
Oh, um, that's good. Who is the said friend?
I assumed that you were a professional, sir.
I'm just making sure we're talking about the same people.
You can see Hermes will kind of give you a side eye.
Mhm. So, down to further business then.
Please refrain from impropriety, sir. I run a operation where discretion, courtesy, and above all quality are sought.
Mhm.
Will you consider continue to chatter like a child? Or is there something else you would be looking for?
Mm, mm. No, I think this is going to be it for now.
You can see that he will then pass the papers over to you. Then, good day to you.
You as well. I will be back probably soon.
And you can see that Hermes looks like he was going to speak, then just falls silent and leans back.
I don't have a sphere enough to even try to check to see what he was going for. I will take my papers and leave though.
Gotcha. Then, as you walk back out, the gnome will escort you from the Golden Mongoose back out onto the streets of Hinter themselves.
Hmm. Great. Um, Trying to think that. That's all I got for a second.
Okay. Then are you heading back, Eberau?
Well, there is something else I'd like to do in the city.
Okay.
What is it? There's a certain we have a mission for the gun dealer here, right?
Very true.
I would like to give us better chances at where is it? Soko Family Command Dock. That's a bribe mission, right? Or no, it's not a bribe. Yeah. Am I able while I'm here to gather information or an item that could be used to bribe the target?
Sure. What you doing?
Is there like, could I spend like an intel and a power to like kind of go around to like maybe Bar's area and like ask what that what's his name? It's nowhere close to where I need to be. Quest board. Recruit. Shit. How the fuck do you pronounce that, Colin? Shake. Shakave? Shakith?
Shikaith.
Shakave. Just inquire more about like him and like what he could want while I'm here.
Sure. Just inquiring from the local populace? Just go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
Go on.
100.
50.
50. Then, as you would be stalking around the place, asking these questions, most people wouldn't really know about Shikaith due to, of course, him being a associate of organized crime. Some would talk to you, though, and would note that, you know, for a while he was here working for Hinter, outfitting their town's guard with new weapons. Cave keeps to himself a lot. One of the things that does interest him, what kind of pulls him out of his shell, is that he is always out and looking at any new clockwork items that are brought into port. He has a massive collection of grandfather clocks, of small automatons, widgets, things like that he collects.
Gotcha. Okay. Maybe- I'd probably go back to Eberau to look for something then.
Okay, so you're leaving?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Then, as you're heading back, Marcus, what are you doing as we find Deadshot at the casino in Cynthia's palace? You're a job well done working. And describe what your character looks like as well, as he sits kind of at a table having cards
You
dealt.
see a man in a mask with the red little like eyeball thing, red hoodie and a trench coat over a brown trench coat. And am I allowed to have a pistol or no?
You wouldn't have a pistol yet, no.
Okay, not yet. I just a sniper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you see a sniper rifle on his back and then just an empty pistol holster and some gloves. And yeah.
Gotcha. Then what are you trying to accomplish on this downtime?
Remember that bag that Desmond had? Is that still by chance around?
No.
Okay, gotcha. I can probably just inspect my sniper rifle and try to see what specs I can add to it, upgrade it.
Gotcha. There's nothing that you can do to like upgrade it right now. There's no one in the Zoko family at this point who's like a contractor that specifically works with weaponry.
Does it have a silencer on it?
It does not.
Okay. Maybe I can go out and find someone that does. Just so I know I have some. I'm not actually do something, but like just to know, find if someone can do it.
So people can do it. The problem is getting it traced back to you. Where that's why the Zokos need on-site contractors, in-house people. Because if there is a paper trail going outside of the family, that allows enforcement and seraphs to trace back that particular item to the Zokos. Or any crime family.
I won't do that then.
Mm-hmm. So everything with like an Elementrix blaster for entrance, like they have magical parts to it. Certain magical signatures that, Elementrix stuff, more than anything else, is so easily traceable. So they would show up to a crime scene, be like, did anyone fire an Elementrix blaster here? Yep, here we go. And look at that, they used a silencer. Let's track this silencer. Where was it sold? It was sold here, and then they go all the way back.
Gotcha. Okay. Then I like to just walk around and get familiarized with the place.
Gotcha.
And all the different locations.
You can certainly do that, sure. Do you walk around, you visit the Crone Owl, Pyro Club, Hotel the Foci. As you're walking through the warehouse, I think that Raphael Zoko would kind of stop you. And what might you be doing?
Just walking around,
Hmm.
look, getting the lay of the land.
Yeah.
I'm new.
That I can see. What's your name?
Deadshot.
Hmm. You see? Deadshot. What's your specialty then? Shooting, I would guess.
Yes.
You certainly are an interesting looking fellow. Brings you to the warehouse this day.
Had to come talk to. Is it Stoogie? What? How you name?
Stoogie, the frog.
Yes.
Yes. Looking for, it seems, potions.
Yes.
You can see Raphael will nod. Well then, I wish you good luck with everything going forward. Keep my eye out in case we might need someone of your talents.
Thank you.
Tell me, have you ever been to Hinter?
I have not.
Maybe you should start familiarizing yourself with the area. We will be having negotiations with someone there. I perhaps use someone like you in those negotiations. If things fall through,
Okay. I will do that. And after I finish talking to, I guess, Stoogie, I'll go to Hinter.
do not go yet. Wait.
Yeah.
Just,
I won't go.
there are maps of the Hinter area and Hotel de Foci. You can ask the front desk staff for information on the place.
Gotcha. Thank you.
And Raphael Zoko will let you go. Kind of walks away, giving you some space.
All right.
But do you think going up to Stoogie?
Yep.
And as you kind of go up, you can see this kind of grown frog man has set up this ragtag alchemical workshop in kind of a back room of the rebuilt warehouse, like flame retardant material everywhere in this room. As you walk in, kind of just like looks you over. Hello. Can I help you with something?
Yes, I'm here to get some potions from you.
Potions? Well, of course we have a great stock.
What do you got?
Passes you the potion list in the dock. Is there anything on it that you're interested in?
Oh, it's in the. Oh.
Yep, the Zoko owned locations.
One sec. Let's see. Damn, glad I got him.
I mean, all the contractors are nice, but Stoogie, when he's in his favored location, he becomes real nice.
Mm-hmm.
Bum-ass Priam.
How much supply do we have?
One.
One.
God damn.
Yeah, we lost 2 at the start of the session.
Oh, great. So nothing with or supply then, which is a lot of it.
Well, I mean, supply is one thing that you can pay
Gemstones.
for. Yeah, there's also gemstones
Yeah.
for many of them.
Oh, I can. Oh, is. Oh, okay. I see. I see.
Mm-hmm.
How many gemstones do we have?
34.
Okay. Perfect. Then I would like to get healing potion 3.
Oh
Gotcha.
god.
That'd be 20 gemstones then.
There you go. Now drop them.
Gotcha. You can add a healing potion level 3 to your inventory.
Very nice. And that's it for me.
Gotcha.
Thank you, sir.
Of course, of course. If you need anything else, just let me know.
I will.
I'm always looking for new potions, recipes, improvements. I'll tell you if I figure out something interesting.
Gotcha.
But as you go ahead, back away out of the warehouse, at this point, Bane, as you're getting back into Eberau, is there anything that you're trying to do?
I think I think Bane would try to go thrift store shop and trying to find an interesting like watch with like a lot of moving parts or something.
Okay, how much you willing to drop on that?
I mean, well, a drop I'm even fine with going a little nicer, like 100.
Okay, then you could do like a... It would still be kind of like a mid-tier, more basic watch.
Yeah, but I want something with a lot of moving parts.
Oh, I mean, again, like, you're not going to get... Like, watches are an expensive hobby. So, you wouldn't be able to get, like, premium top of the top on that. Drop 100, like, you get a fine watch. Like, the average person would probably be over the moon for it. But if you're, like, a connoisseur of nice watches, then it's like... That is what it is.
So like 300.
You would very quickly know, like, to start getting into, like, luxury watches, 500 is what you start at.
500. We'll go 550 then.
Okay. Then you can get a decent watch made of silver and gold cogs, constantly ticking, moving. Like, there are some pieces of glass along the sides of the watch itself, allowing for someone to look in and, like, see all the, like, the moving parts and cogs.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm writing this watch down.
Gotcha.
Other than that, I'd probably go to Cynthia's palace
Okay.
for some gambling.
Or some gambling. Fair enough. Fair enough. Then you can do that, and would there be anything else that Bane is trying to do for this downtime?
No, not for this one, I think.
Gotcha.
There's one last thing I would like to actually do.
Okay.
So we still don't know what the special vials do, right?
For some of them, correct. So are you talking about, the Dorochi Special Compound 49, those things?
Yeah.
That is correct, yes.
Can I take one and give it to Doogie?
Sure.
Unless tell me what it does if he knows or
Yes.
Yep.
So you're giving up one of each, one of Compound 49, one of the Dorochi special.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Are you giving up one of each to Stookie?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Then I will go ahead and I will roll for him to see what he would be able to go ahead and parse for these.
Nice.
Right now,
Lots
that.
of hero points.
Well, all right. You're trying to hero point his first one.
Yeah.
All right. How many?
Set some three. I'll give them all three of mine.
So, what? That would be one reroll
Yeah.
because it's two if you're giving hero points for a reroll.
Oh. Yeah, then okay, that's one reroll.
Okay. Nothing.
Oh.
So, he would first start analyzing the Dorochi special. And as he's going through it, he would, kind of alert you what this essentially is the extracted, like, almost like memories and essences of creatures along with, like, a bunch of other alchemical add-ins that, like, at the very least, he's able to surmise give, like, this massive rush of, like, feelings and experiences if consumed. And if you had to guess, like, this particular cocktail that they've made is what allows them to create their new drug, Spike, and what gives it some of its potency. He would mentions, like, their particular concoction here, it is, like, definitely not fully stabilized. And it's, like, a little dangerous, so he would advise definitely, like, keeping those vials in a safe place and not knocking them over or anything. But 4 successes for Compound 49, as he would analyze it. Compound 49 is filled with low magic, and, like, the distilled flesh of different creatures. Like, he is picking up rats, he's picking up shark, spider, a few other things that are just floating around in there, but just, like, very, very magical. If you consume what is essentially this potion, for 1 minute, your movement speed is doubled. You gain resistance to like, just normal damage, normal attacks, and you act as if, like, you can, like, climb on walls. Like, you gain, like, basically, like, the climber power. Like, you can just go on vertical surfaces and horizontal surfaces easily.
49?
Yep, Compound 49.
So what does the roach special do if we happen to drink it?
You get hit with it's like you're taking pure heroin extract, like, not diluted at all.
Gotcha.
And it has, like, massive psionic, psychogenic, hallucinatory effects, as well as giving you, like, a massive rush through your body, basically causing a complete dump of adrenaline from your brain and your nervous system, just, like, basically spiking you up in terms of, like, all your vitals.
Gotcha. And it's not perfected yet, I guess, or whatever.
It's not stable. Like, it's definitely it's synthetic, like a hodgepodge of different elements that's poured into this Dorochi special. If you had to think about it, it's like KFC's, like, 11 herbs and spices. Like, this is, like, the Dorochi like secret proprietary recipe, like the thing that they are using to create their drug that they are pushing out on the market, that they're having seemingly a lot of success with.
Gotcha. Okay. And then, since I know what the compound 49 is, can I take some?
Sure.
So it's 40. So it's was it 50 or 49?
It's 49. Compound 49.
Okay. Times 4, right? So a lot of it.
Are you like taking it all? Like just drinking it?
No. No, like, can I like put some in my like bag or
Yeah.
whatever?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, I mean, seems a little weird to start throwing it back, but like, sure, like you can.
I'm
I'll
not
take-
stopping you.
I'll take 10 of them. Actually, no, 4.
Yeah.
No, 5.
There
Sorry,
are
5.
only 4 of them. You only took 4 vials of it.
Ah, fuck. So I'll take 2 then.
Okay.
I'll take 2 then. 2 vials. And I took all of the other ones, didn't I?
Well, you like left them.
Oh.
Like you took a lot of Dorochi Special. You didn't take a lot of Compound 49.
Gotcha. And then the dragon's blood is just dragon's blood.
Yes.
What happens if you drink that?
You drink a rare magical compound that you'll probably piss out sometime later.
Oh, gotcha. Nothing. Okay. Actually, can I ask him if he could do something with that?
Yeah, of course.
I'll ask him what he could do with the dragon.
I haven't thought of anything yet. If you had an idea, perhaps, but I mean, I could start thinking and trying to work on something, perhaps,
Yeah, that works.
and seeing what we could get with the dragon's
Yeah,
blood.
that works. Maybe make like a weapon out of it or something, or
I'm in the potion making business, but I could perhaps attempt to start distilling it and refining it until we can get it to a place where it can be used for a weapon to make something more powerful.
I got you. Okay.
And for this, if you're wanting him to go ahead and get this done, if you probably gave an intel, a supply, and it'd probably be like 3 power, he could like fully distill this dragon's blood to be refined dragon's blood.
He said 3 power, 1 supply, and what else?
And 1 intel.
Yeah, why not?
Alright.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha. Then you would then have refined dragon's blood.
Very nice.
This would be a very rare thing for a weapon armor item to have like this dragon's blood infused in it. With this refining process, that gallon dwindles quickly as you are. Well, Stoogie is really taking it through this refining process to just continually get it distilled to like its most potent magical essence possible, and would have like this iridescent sheen after everything.
Very nice.
Gotcha. So, with that done, let's see. I also need Brandon. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me, as it is random event time.
5.
5. Not bad at all. At least, I don't believe that would be bad. Go ahead and
Plus,
roll another 2d6 for me.
okay. 2 and a 5.
Okay, 7 total. Again, not terrible, not terrible. Do. Oh, this is actually pretty good. So, a traveling alchemist presents a formula that will temporarily increase a person's quickness. She is willing to install a fountain that creates this potion at a desired location. Costs 2 supplies and 1 power.
We wouldn't be able to afford it anyway.
Would you be attempting to somehow get more supplies?
What place could we rob really quick?
I mean, there are families all about. You could try to put pressure on civilians and send your people out to attempt to gather supplies that way, kind of a shakedown. There are many different ways that you could try and run this, try and get that power.
We kind of just spent 3 power.
Or supplies, sorry. Because you have enough power for this.
Well, I'm just saying, to do that, we'd probably have to spend more power.
Most likely.
Yeah. How much power are we looking if we try to really focus in on the intel part of it and finding a good amount?
A good amount of what?
Using intel to find the supply, then how much power would we have to spend if we use more intel than power?
Probably not a lot. At least 1 power to get things moving. And then it would probably come down to a roll to see how things would go. I would say this. The amount of power you would spend behind is the number of d6s it would be. And it would be the exact same thing as kind of like an engagement roll, where the highest number on the die impacts what the going rate is.
Okay.
So would you like to spend some power in order to see what price you could get by having intel supplement supplies?
Yeah, I'm just gonna risk 1 power.
Just gonna risk 1 power. Then go ahead and roll 1d6. And don't roll low.
3.
3? Then it would be 3 intel for 1 supply. Be the going rate.
Oh.
As
Yeah, I don't think that's doable, Chief.
as you would be going ahead and leveraging your intelligence network to deftly take supplies. I mean, you have enough. You have 8 intel.
Dude, we're already in the fucking dirt. I'm not doing it.
Gotcha. Then you're not paying the cost?
Nope.
Sunk cost fallacy then. Gotcha. Anything else you are doing on this downtime then?
I have a
Nothing for
question.
me.
Okay.
So this refine,
The refined dragon's blood?
I'm glad, but yes. Let's say this is just a hypothetical, if we were to get the guy that is the weapon blacksmith dealio, he could be able to help us upgrade weapons with it.
Absolutely.
Gotcha. All right.
Absolutely.
Gotcha. Okay. I would like to go to the hotel and get intel on the because Raphael said there was stuff at the hotel for
Yeah.
Um,
So you could definitely
Yeah.
familiarize yourself with Hinter and basically like get ready to go and recruit.
Gotcha. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
perfect. Awesome. But that's it, though. I'm not doing anything else
Right.
after that.
Bane, anything else for you?
No.
Gotcha. Then, at this point, it is here where we will end the downtime for today.
So Marcus, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go look at the Zoko family command doc. We're gonna look at the bribe mission for intel.
Okay. One sec. Oh, fuck. Wrong thing. Our thing. Man, doc.
For the engagement role, there's a bribe mission.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we had 7 or more power, we got an extra D6.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Yep, just something to be aware about in the future.
Gotcha. Okay. Noted.
No problem. I did get us that watch. Hopefully, we can use that to
What's
bribe the
watch
target.
do? What does the watch do?
It's if you see dirt, I'm fucking does the team have a piece of information or item that can be used to bribe the target? That I'm going to attempt to use that as that item, that watch, for an extra D6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
So, yeah.
we have weapons. I don't know how. And gemstones and relics.
Well, it's not bringing weapons. We'd have to actively leave our weapons.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, or you could bring weapons. Bringing weapons is, of course, you have your weapons.
Yeah. Well, we have our own, don't we?
You would leave those.
Yeah.
Well.
I don't use a weapon.
Let me read this thing again.